So student, now let's see the merits of sole proprietorship form of business. So this sole proprietorship, they offer many advantages or merits also, and some of the importance, they are like quick decision making, sense of accomplishment, secrecy, direct incentive, easy formation and closure, and flexibility of operation. So let's see on out all these points one by one. And so the first point is quick decision making. Quick decision making, as there is no need to consult others. Yes, because a sole proprietor, they enjoy the degree of freedom, and there is no need to consult others before taking any kind of decision. And because of this, many times it happens that timely decision is taken, and maybe the sole proprietor, they can make the good use of certain market opportunities as well. Then secrecy, keep business operation confidential and maintain secrecy. As I have already given you one case of Alok. So Alok need not to consult any other person, and even he need not to disclose any fact about, regarding his business to anyone. So the secrecy is maintained. Then the third point is sense of accomplishment. Sole owner of the profit earned, that is maximum incentive for hard work, contributes to self-satisfaction and sense of accomplishment. Means when you are working for your own, then it gives a sense of satisfaction, and that too when you are having success in that particular field, isn't it? So therefore it gives a sense of accomplishment. Means sole owner, that is sole proprietor, they, the more they do the hard work, the more they get profit out of that, and the more they get satisfaction of that. Easy formation and closure. No separate law to govern sole proprietorship. That is, it is easy to start and close the business at his wish. So as this point was also clear in feature also, that there is no separate law that governs sole proprietorship, and therefore it is easy to form and easy to close. Means on your wish, whenever you want to decide any date, you can open the this form of business, and the day you want to wind up the business, the disclosure, that too is easy. The dissolution, that too is easy. Then direct incentive. In this form of business, there is direct relationship between the efforts and outcome. Means the efforts and outcome means direct incentive means what? The sole proprietor, they directly they reap the benefit of their effort, and this provide maximum incentive or maximum profit to the sole trader to do hard work. Because this is a kind of business, so the more you will work, the more you will get out of that. And when you are working for your own self, then the more you put your effort and the result is positive, it motivates you to work more harder. And the direct incentive means directly you are going to reap the fruit of the efforts you are putting in your business. Then flexibility of operation means a sole proprietor is free to alter the nature and scope of his business to suit the changing conditions of the market without any delay. Means if the business person, means in our case Alok, if suppose he want to change his business, means suppose now he want his brother to join the business, suppose, so there will be more than one person. Now he is switching to partnership sort of business, isn't it? Means now he is changing the sole proprietorship form of business to partnership, so he can do that. Means this kind of business, sole proprietorship kind of business, it is flexible, you can change. And if suppose you want to change the like right now he is doing the business in gems, and if seeing the market condition, if suppose there is demand for certain gold ornaments, and if he want to do the business of gold ornaments, then he can switch to that also. Therefore, it is said that this kind of business is flexible. Sole proprietorship form of business is flexible. You can change, you can switch, you can alter accordingly without any delay. So here the merits are done. Let's talk about the demerits of sole proprietorship form of business. So as if there is profit, then definitely there will be loss. So if there is merits, there will be demerits also. So what are the demerits? Let's see. They are limited resources, unlimited liability, limited managerial ability, limited life of business concern. So let's see to all these points one by one. Limited resources means lack of resources is a major drawback in the size and growth of the business. Resources of a sole proprietor, they are limited. Either to their personal saving, means whatever personal saving the sole proprietor is having, or the borrowing from others. Means like if we talk about Alok in our case, so Alok, whatever money he is having, he can use that money in his business, or he must be having some borrowing capacity, means some limit only. Up to that limit only he can ask from others to lend the money. So therefore it is said that limited resources is one of the drawback of sole proprietorship form of business. Then the second point is limited life of a business concern. Death, insanity, imprisonment, physical ailment, bankruptcy affects the business and can lead to its closure. Means, as already told you that in the eyes of law, the proprietorship and the owner, means the business and the business person, they are the same person. So if in any of such cases, death, in case of insanity, in case of imprisonment, physical ailment, bankruptcy, so in any of these cases, it will lead to the closure of the business. Then the next point is unlimited liability. An unfavorable decision can create burden on the owner as his liability is unlimited. Means if suppose, because the sole proprietor, they need not to consult anyone, they need not to take decision from anyone, so maybe that due to their one wrong decision, there may be a loss, and this loss, they have to bear this loss, and due to this, it is one of the major disadvantage of sole proprietorship that their liability is unlimited. Means if the business fails, the creditors, they can recover their dues from the business assets, and not only from business assets but also from the personal assets of the proprietor. That is why it is said unlimited liability. Then the fourth point is limited managerial ability. Decision making is not balanced as owner cannot excel in all managerial tasks. Means as in our case Alok, he is a single person doing the business. So is it possible for any one person to be excel in every field? Means Alok, he should be good in marketing, good in public dealing, good in finance. No, it is not possible for single person to be good in or to be excel in all the field. So therefore it is said that this is one of the demerit of sole proprietorship, that limited managerial ability, that one person cannot be excel in every field. So student, here we end up with sole proprietorship form of business, merits and demerits. Thank you, and in case of any problem you may ask through, you may clear your doubt through comment box, and please do like, subscribe and share my video. Thank you.